Welcome back. Let's take a tour of the wallet feature on PeakD. We'll do a simple and advanced tour in one. To get there, there are a couple of options. You can click on Wallet for your account, and it will take you to your account already on the wallet page. The wallet page can also be found here for any Hive account. Hive is an open blockchain, meaning this can be seen for any account. But you can only do transactions for your own account, of course. All right, we're on the wallet page. There are 5 main sections of the wallet page, with the Hive wallet being the primary page for most people, because everyone that's on Hive has a Hive wallet that is divided into separate different sections. All right, there are 3 main tokens for the Hive wallet. They are listed here: Hive, Hive Power, and Hive Back Dollars. We're going to go over some of these other things a little bit later, but continuing on with the simple tour, there are transactions for the Hive blockchain that are representative of anything that you are doing or that people are sending to you. So you can also use these filters that PeakD provides, so you can see incoming transfers. So this is every time someone has sent some Hive or any of those tokens to you. So here's some Hive. You can also exclude any of these small memo type transactions. They're basically just giving you a message and sending you Hive to give you that message. So we're going to exclude those and see the other times where larger transactions are coming in. That gives you an idea of some of the filters. There are some other operations down here when you are powering up and powering down or getting reward interest, more advanced features. All right, so on the left, again, let's review. We have different sections of the wallet. There's another side project, a third party, I guess you would say, called Hive Engine. They have a lot of tokens, and all of the tokens that you own will be listed here that are from their platform, from their third party. And again, some information about each of these tokens, including things such as staked or delegated versions of those tokens. And then we are going to give you a estimated value for those tokens. We also have some advanced features for them if you click on that. One of the main features that you can do on any liquid tokens, and liquid means that they are capable of being transferred. So therefore we have a transfer button, which we call send. So you can send this swap Bitcoin. Also, you go back to the Hive wallet. So these are 2 different types of wallets. And then there's 3 other tabs in the wallet page. So the Hive wallet being the main wallet, there's also a send button on each of the liquid tokens. So the Hive back dollars or Hive tokens. And when I say liquid, maybe you just want to think of it as a sendable token, a token that you can actually send to someone else. There are other options in this dropdown. So what does this token do? Well, you can go over here and see what it does. You can use it to power up, which means that it will be powered up into this Hive power. I think at this point, we're getting into a little bit more of the advanced features, but let's continue a little bit more of the simple tour, which is it's giving you on the right hand side, we're going to give you the values of a couple of the tokens, the Hive token value based on a site called CoinGecko. And then we're going to show you the value of the Hive back dollar, also given by CoinGecko. You can view more about these stats and go to a separate page by clicking here on More Market Stats. That will take you to a page provided by CoinGecko. There is also a feature called recurring transfers, where you can set up a transfer that just occurs on a regular basis to another account. You can also deposit from other cryptocurrencies into Hive with Simple Swap IO. There is also another option we'll integrate soon. If you go to exchanges, there's Simple Swap and Stealth EX. And when we find more, we will add them. Those will be kind of a seamless, easy, no login needed options. And then if you want to use normal exchanges, we have listed some of the exchanges that offer Hive and even Hive dollars for a couple of them. Bittrex and Block Trades also offer Hive dollars. And actually, Binance US is listed for US customers, but presently does not have Hive. All right. So let's get into a little bit more of the advanced tour in just a moment, because I also want to show you that games that are on Hive and that have asked us to be here and that are working and a lot of our customers use, we have listed them here and you can go to their sites. Other services is just a wallet based and economic based third party service that we have integrated here. You can sponsor people for this. This is a third party service, basically. So we will add more of these in the future. All right, back to Hive Wallet. Let's walk you through a more advanced tour. Pending rewards. This is each time that you receive either a curation reward for your vote or a author reward because you have written something that other people have voted. So you can go here and claim, and I will be doing a transaction, and now it is claimed, and now my Hive power has increased. As I started to mention earlier, this is the main transaction for the Hive token, and that is the ability to send to another person. So you can click this and send to a user. So I'll send from this PeakD account to myself, and you'll see that it gives you an estimate, and you can even make it into a recurring transfer or send a message. Other things you can do is turn your Hive tokens into what's called Hive Power by powering up. Another thing you can do is use the Hive blockchain to convert Hive tokens into Hive dollars. And we'll talk about what Hive dollars are a little bit later. You can also transfer your tokens to your savings account. Let me take a moment to discuss the savings account, which is down here. It works for Hive and for Hive dollars. It is a way to safely store your tokens in a separated account that has a 3-day power down period, a 3-day withdrawal period. And why would you want that? Because it's an extra layer of protection, which means that if someone gained access to your account, they could not have access to anything in your savings for 3 days. So hopefully you would have time to rectify that situation. The other interesting thing is that if you put Hive dollars into here, so if we moved some of these Hive dollars, then you would get 7% APR, which is pretty amazing for a semi-stable token. And let's take a moment. We're going to go back to Hive Power, but let's take a moment to discuss what Hive dollars are, because obviously you're interested, because 7% is pretty good for just holding tokens that only have a 3-day withdrawal period. And they are semi-stable tokens, which means the value will be around $1, usually 5%, well, traditionally 5% below up to 5% above, and often right around $1. And it will be increasingly more stable as time goes on. That is the theory behind it. And so 7% APR, which means every month you will be able to, well, it's down here is where you get the 7% APR. So every month you'll see that you can just a second, let me collect a thought here. You want these videos to be perfect, of course, but they aren't always. All right, so back to the Hive dollar and the APR. Every 30 days, you'll be able to collect the part of the interest. So essentially, you can get a APY, which means a yield. So it's actually going to be more than 7%. All right, let's go back to Hive and make sure that we've covered everything. There is an internal market, so you can use the, let's compare that. You can use the Hive blockchain to directly convert your Hive to $1 to Hive dollar, or you can use an internal market where people are offering either Hive or Hive dollars back and forth. So it's a trading pair. Don't worry about airdrop. That is an advanced feature for only some users. And then we're going to see what we can do with Hive Power. One thing you can't do is send it to another user. You would have to turn it back into Hive tokens. So there was a power up, there is going to be a power down. So you can convert it back to Hive tokens, and then you can send those. The Hive power down is a longer period. In comparison, Hive savings takes 3 days to withdraw. The Hive power takes 13 weeks to fully withdraw. Every week you'll get 1/13 of what you decide to power down. You can also delegate, which means that you're basically giving the powers, the abilities of what Hive Power can do to someone else. One other little feature here we have is to see a list of who you have sent, delegated, and who has sent to you. And the net result is listed here. So of our Hive Power, we have sent out 2,293 Hive Power to other users. Other things that you can do is cancel your power down. And there are some advanced features like claiming account creation tokens. If you have roughly over 5,000 Hive Power, this is an advanced feature that those accounts can do. Claim creation tokens, which basically means you can create account like user accounts for other people or for yourself if you need alternate accounts to do other types of things. All right, so let's continue down the list. On Hiveback dollars, you can obviously send. They are what we would call a liquid token. You can send them to other users, make payments with them. So, for example, if you have a payment to send to another service or a user, and you want to send about $10 every month, then you can go in here and hit recurring. And every 30 days, you want to send, and you want to do it 10 times. That's basically recurring transfers, or you just need to send it to them once. If you need to send 10, maybe they will tell you to send 10 Hiveback dollars, or they'll tell you to send $10 worth of, let's say, $10 worth of Hive. So you would move this number until it hit $10. All right, let's take a pause here for a moment. All right, we're back. We have done the simple tour. We have done a pretty advanced tour of everything up here. If you have any more questions, please let me know. You'll see that this number may vary in the future. It is predicted that this number may go up for the Hive dollars. And this APR right here usually stays pretty similar for those that hold Hive Power. And this just automatically goes to your account. And the Hive savings for the Hive dollars you'll need to come in every 30 days and basically harvest it, add it into your wallet. I think the only thing that we can continue to talk about is all the different types of transactions that may happen here in the transaction field. This is a very active account, so there's a lot going on here, much more than we predict would happen on your own account. Here are some advanced features like that conversion. So when you're converting from Hive to Hive dollars, or the other direction, I guess I did not show that earlier, you can convert Hive dollars into Hive. You can go the other direction. So sometimes people would prefer to use an external exchange and get a sometimes better rate on an external exchange, like SimpleSwap or StealthEX, or these ones where you need to log in. They can often have a better rate. However, they do not always have a lot available. So if you want to do really large transaction, that makes the price drop when you're using these exchanges. However, when you're on the Hive wallet, the conversion does not have any sort of price drop because of how much you do. But it does often take, if we do click on here, it will give you some information. These are advanced features, and they also, so that means they're a little more complicated. And one of the things is that they take 3.5 days to finish. The Hive to Hive dollars takes less. Well, it takes 3.5 days to finish, but there's immediate results that happen right away. All right, we're getting into some pretty advanced features in the wallet, but you were expecting a lot of information, I suppose. Take a look at the filters. You can also filter in and say, hey, I just want to see transfers that are coming in from some other account. I don't even know an account to, or just the transfers that we sent to Monster Jam Gold. So here you go. I guess I want to say a quick something, my own personal opinion, that this number here is usually right around $1. When Bitcoin takes a large drop, it can sometimes change for a little bit of time, but people know that it's usually going to be around $1, so it won't be there for long. You can click on more market stats, and you'll see where it normally is: 98 cents, $1.01, down to 96, 93. It had a moment where it went down to 93, and now it's climbing back up. You'll also see the exchanges that are trading it: 96 cents on this exchange, and Upbit, which is based in Korea, at 95. So it can fluctuate a little bit, but this is just in the last, I believe, 24 hours. It has been above $1 and down to 93 cents. And you'll see that pretty often. Most days it just fluctuates. I hesitate going to the advanced tour of Hive Engine because it is a third party. It is what some people would call a side chain. You do not need to know how to use this. In fact, you don't need to know how to use much of Hive Wallet if you want to use PeakD. The wallet features of Hive, of PeakD, are optional for the most part. You may need to have a little bit of Hive power to do transactions, but PeakD in the future will handle that for you and give you the ability to do transaction by delegating to you. However, I will take a moment to go through Hive Engine a little bit more, even though it is a third party, and show you that there are some advanced features here. You can send, all of these are liquid tokens, so you can send them. When you stake them, they become non-liquid, so you wouldn't be able to send any of these. All right, other things you can do. Let's take a look at some of the tokens. Some of the tokens you can, well, we'll take you to their external market. Some of the tokens you'll be able to stake them, unstake them, and then delegate. And then when they are delegated, you'll see down here, 60 of these are delegated to someone else, and you can see who they're delegated if you click here. We'll give you an estimation of how much they're worth. But a better estimation is if you click here and you can hit this estimate, and we'll go to several different places and see how much the value of them really are in all of those places. All right, I think we're getting into too complicated of things, but I also want to show you that you can see all transactions from this third party over here. We do not have a filter for these transactions presently. All right, I hope this explained more than the questions you may still have.